hope everyone is keeping so well. It feels like it has been way too long since I've seen your faces. Anywho, this video is just going to be a quick catch up on what is happening within the relief efforts across the whole Stellenbosch during the lockdown period, where Serve Stellenbosch fits within those efforts, and importantly, what you can do to be a part of those efforts. So as we know, Serve Stellenbosch has 4 partners that we support with a focus on development. However, in this time of crisis, a focus on relief is what is needed. So if we take it back a few weeks to before the lockdown, but post the social distancing regulations, there were initial plans being made amongst churches and NGOs about how we were going to continue to serve and love our people, but from a distance. So from the beginning, there was a sense of anticipation and proactiveness towards collaboration and getting systems in place to facilitate continued support despite not fully knowing what that was going to look like. So in the NGO space specifically, Her Voice, who operate within Kaya Mandi, initiated a 3-phase strategy of what efforts would be trying to achieve at different stages, namely prevention, relief and recovery. And then SCAN, which is a network that facilitates the collaboration of NGOs and NPOs, initiated a full circle communication of relief efforts amongst all the different organizations in Stellenbosch. So the strategy is very simply outlined on the website, and we are still in the prevention stage. So post the announcement of the lockdown, one can imagine that many families who are dependent on hourly wages and children who receive daily meals through their schools were going to be cut off from their usual supports. And the need for food packs was the priority of the days before lockdown. So within the last 48 hours of lockdown, there were multiple efforts which resulted in a successful delivery of initial food packs to many of the NGO beneficiaries. As Marley, who is the chairperson of SCAN, will emphasize in a moment, a big thank you to all of you One Hopers that contributed to those efforts. Every donation of money, food and time made a difference. It was a beautiful experience of unity and efforts really coming together to help the most vulnerable. So post the lockdown, there were specific organizations that were given permission by the Stellenbosch municipality to continue operating throughout all of the communities in Stellenbosch. And most of last week was spent adapting strategies of getting food to those who need it within the regulations of lockdown.
Hi there Stellenbosch, my name is Marley Goussaert. I'm the chairperson of the Stellenbosch Civil Advocacy Network. We're a network of non-profit organizations serving vulnerable communities around Stellenbosch, and particularly in this time we are serving these families with food supplies, and we thank you so much for the contributions that SCAN has received during this time in order for us to serve approximately 600 families this week. More than 2,000 families have received support through the broader SCAN network, and we're very, very grateful that these organizations are in a position to continue the work and that you have made your contributions. Obviously, the need is rising. There's much more need outside of the non-profit sector. There's also people that are now not working as a result of this pandemic, and we need to look after them as well. So we are now proud to be joining with Stellenbosch Unite, which is a collaborative between the Stellenbosch University, the Stellenbosch Municipality, SCAN and Visit Stellenbosch, as well as the Greater Stellenbosch Development Trust, in order to look after the broader need of food that is arising in our communities. So you can continue to give your support. We are aiming to at least supply more than 3,000 families with food during this time. You can visit the website www.stellenboschunite.org to see how you can get involved, whether it's volunteering or making further donations.
So cool. So just a quick note about volunteering. Obviously, many families being fed means many packs need to be packed, but you will be contacted directly by one of the organizations that was given permission by the municipality to continue operating and given a permit if you're needed, as each volunteer is required to have a permit. Signing up is simply building a database that can be accessed as the needs arise. So in addition to the Stellenbosch Unite efforts, there are 3 other practical ways of getting involved from home. Pray, very important. Making of material masks, mainly for the volunteers, and CV creation assistance for those who will be looking for work after the lockdown ends. All of this information is available on our website, so please feel free to check it out. We're also on social media, so please give us a follow to receive regular updates. Also, please feel free to contact me if you have any questions or news. Much love!